Hey Josh, this is your Uncle Jeremy coming at you from Canada. It's Wednesday, September 8th, 08:30 hours. In about an hour and a half, I'll be setting out to Chicago for a few days. And you're probably wondering, why is Uncle Jeremy sending me this message right now? And I'll answer all your questions in a short bit. But the one thing I wanted to start off with was a piece of wisdom that my Uncle Johnny had shared with me, and it's very simple. And it's this: life is a terminal destination. And if you think of that, from the moment we're born, we're on a critical path to being no more. And in life, we each have the opportunity to make something of it, to create opportunities, experiences, magical moments, to do something, make a difference in someone else's life and stuff. And as you know, your Uncle Jeremy's pretty crazy with traveling all over the world and doing crazy adventures and going on his little missions and stuff. And you know how it is. But anyways. Um, One of these opportunities came up with your brother back in 2007. As you know, with his medical condition at the time, it wasn't the best. And I was in New Zealand, half a world away. Felt pretty helpless because I didn't have a way to get to your brother and stuff, and was kind of worried I wouldn't see him again. So luckily, he's okay. But I was still unfortunate about the news that I got from your mom that he wouldn't be able to do some things again. But that gave me an opportunity. To do something great, which was climb a mountain and use that as an opportunity to inspire your brother and help him realize that in life there's multiple obstacles, multiple mountains to climb, and it's how we meet them and overcome them to move on and stuff. And that mission was named Jacob's Ladder. So, working my way around, we're coming up to you, and after you, just in case any other relatives are watching, yes, we'll get to you, Janelle, Liza, and Julie, and to my other godson in London, Marley and Harper, and everyone else, including you, Aiden, if you're watching this. Anyways, so back in May, we were in Chicago for Julie's confirmation. Your Uncle Joe and I were talking about just a random idea which came up, which was to go on a Ferris Bueller challenge tour, and that over the past couple of months, while working on another major project, I had it in the back of my mind, and I did all the research on the internet, tried to see if people have done it before. I found a little bit of research here and there and about different locations and different sites to visit, but since that time I did the diligence and did some some very detailed research, which I'll show you a snapshot in a minute, and created what I think would be the very coolest Ferris Bueller challenge, and I've named it after you. This is Joshua's Joyride, and the Joyride part comes from a scene in the movie. It was where garage attendants kind of take Cameron Fry's, that's a character in the movie, his 1961 Ferrari, California. Anyways, so I've done all the research. I'm just going to give you, again, a quick snapshot. Oops. Here it just talks about an overview of the mission. Just so you know, out of the projects that your uncle has worked on, this is my 171st project. And I think you're aware that I was involved with an organization called Team Ichiban, which just pushes the limits of personal and team excellence. This is our 47th training op, and it's just basically to keep our project management and event management skills in order for the bigger projects that we look to accomplish in the future. But for me, this is more of a self-training operation, just to, as they would say, keep frosty. Anyways, throughout the week I have mandatory objectives, which I've already achieved prior to going to Chicago. Some primary objectives, those are the main things that are in the movie that I have to achieve to ensure success. Secondary objectives, that's once these primary ones have been achieved, to accomplish these, then bonus objectives, so that's the gravy. But I'm pretty confident in achieving all of these, and hopefully by the end I'll be able to share with you. The itinerary for the week has been all set out. I've basically looked at all the locations and then planned a proper plan of attack. I said plan twice, which is bad. All the equipment I need, everything I need to go to ensure success, all the navigational and operational points, including contact information, so that every location I'm squared away. And let's see, obviously a weather report. I just want to keep track of that right now. I'm very confident in the plan that's here, but weather can always be a factor. The difficulty rating for this mission compared to the one I did for your brother is quite simpler. Obviously, there's always the risk of death no matter where you go, but compared to climbing a mountain, this one's a little bit easier. It's just pretty much navigating stuff. But there is a lot of challenge to it. There are stuff that some people haven't done before. and from there I'm just, as you know, results oriented, so I want to get it all done. Following that, yeah, it just basically, at the end of the day, another reason I'm doing this is because I think I've had 3 people in my life who've been a great inspiration. One of them is definitely your dad. Since I was a kid, your dad, he was known for tennis and cycling and being a musician, and being overall smart and a great cousin. But a lot of people will remember him for being an amazing drum major. Yeah, to some people it sounds kind of cheesy, but it was really cool and stuff. Like, your dad had the ability to inspire not only the band, but you should see the crowds. He was able to get the crowds motivated, get them like into the music. It was awesome. And my first parade, believe it or not, this sounds really weird to say, but it was June or July 1984. It was my first parade, which your dad took me. I had no marching experience. I remember your dad was marching backwards and conducting the band and stuff. I'm like, oh man, I want to be like him and stuff. So at the time, I started off with cymbals, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. So I ran up in front of the drums, was marching backwards and stuff. And it was, for being a kid, which was like, I don't know, 6 or 7, I forget at the time, but you know, they thought it was pretty cool, and it was because your dad inspired me and stuff. But if you just saw the way your dad was with other people, it was awesome. So, anyways, that's why, another reason why, kind of just paying it forward, I guess, helping your brother out, and now you and stuff. And yeah, with this one, I think it'll be a cool mission. It's just fun, you know, and I love Ferris Bueller, the movie and stuff, and all the other John Hughes movies. Hopefully after this, after I've done it, maybe you'll see something in it and you'll try it yourself, or you'll bring your cousins along and your brother to try it out. Yeah, so going from there, from being an inspiration, it's you know, you're a teenager now, and you're still discovering life and what the purpose is, and you know what success is, and everyone has a different philosophy on success. Some people think it's money. Some people have materialistic stuff. Everyone has a different philosophy, and everyone's entitled to that. But success, I guess for me, is, you know, finding a challenge in life, building a platform, and rising to that challenge to overcome it. And like I said earlier with Jake, you know, in life there's mountains and there's obstacles that we have to overcome and stuff. And just for me, the best part about, you know, developing my own philosophy of success, part of me, is to find something that really motivates you and then just going after it. All right, and it's pretty simple with me. Like, I just see something, believe in it, and do it. Right. So if there's something I really want, just see it, believe it, and do it. Okay, it's easy as 1, 2, 3. For some people, it's hard, but that's just the way I function. And you know, at the end of the day, if there's something you really want to do, just go after it. All right, just it doesn't have to be sports, it doesn't have to be music, it's whatever you want to do and stuff, and just something that inspires you to be great. All right, so you know, do something out of the ordinary and you become extraordinary. All right, so this is for you, this mission's for you. I'm very confident that we'll be able to achieve all the objectives in it, and we'll let you know how it goes at the end of the day. All right, so sorry, the Ferris Bueller Challenge is officially underway. Joshua's Joyride. Here we go. Thanks, and talk to you soon.